What's up? What's up? What's up? Hello, my beautiful Nubian queens and kings out there that are listening right now. Thank you so much for pressing play. I'm super stoked to be here. My name is Kanikia, your host for Uncharted Melanin, the podcast, a unfiltered podcast where creativity and expansion meets Black excellence. Daily raw and unfiltered content Monday through Friday and interviews every Thursday. You aren't going to want to miss today's episode, so let's dive right in. Aloha and hello, my beautiful friends. Hello. You guys know that this podcast is very intuitive, very much free-flowing, very much spirit-led. Heavy on the spirit-led. We are all spiritual beings, and I hope that throughout this podcast, I can encourage you to tap into, maybe you don't call it spirituality, but I really hope that I can encourage you to tap into your own intuition and your own natural, God-given, universe-given abilities. So, today's podcast, I actually was recording a different episode, but I felt very called to pull from my Isis Oracle deck today. And the original episode that I was recording, maybe I will air that at a different day, but today feels very heavy on this card that I pulled today. So let's just hop into it. If you guys aren't familiar, Isis is a beautiful goddess queen back in Egypt way back when. She is super stellar. I encourage you to do your own research if Isis is like really calling out to you right now and this is information that you want to seek. Do your research and allow whatever transmissions to download to you if it feels right. And if this episode doesn't resonate with you, don't worry. You don't have to listen. You don't have to take anything that doesn't feel right. So, yeah. Keep what resonates, leave what doesn't. So the card that I pulled today was the Lunar Queen. She is the celestial crescent. I'm going to go ahead and read it to you guys now. There is a deep feminine wisdom that recognizes the importance of cycles and rest and replenishment. As essential balancing to our actions of powers and demonstrations, you are asked to allow this replenishment for yourself now, trusting that you are in a cycle of creation that is about to shift into a new phase. Release and enjoy the process without having to control or force it. Isis is a lunar queen, understands the cycles of creative power and flow. Sometimes it can be hard to let go of a desire to force, control, and make things happen, to exert might and will power to bring what you wish for into being by sheer determination. Yet the vast creative power of the feminine principle is in honoring and flowing with the cycles of activity and rest, of releasing force and surrendering into the perfection of what is happening right now. Realizing that this actually brings us divine manifestation and creation more effortlessly and gracefully, and to the greater effect. The celestial crescent is the moon in The celestial crescent is the moon in her changing form. This oracle comes to you at a time when you are shifting from one phase in your spiritual and creative journey into a new phase. This is a time to pay deep attention to the messages of your body and to allow them to guide you. Do you need to balance your activity with more rest? Do you need to be actively creating, but from a more relaxed and allowing rather than a demanding or forceful mental state? Or is it time for you to spring into action once more? Has the time come to take a step forward? The quiet times are dark moon energies, the times when you will sense from your inner wisdom, your body wisdom, that you are in a need of replenishing. The other times when you feel the inner oven timer has rung and it is time to get that delicious meal on the table, your body will urge you to dance, to act, to communicate, to be bold and take steps. These are full moon energies. Your body will help you know where you are and what you need. The flow between dark moon and full moon and all phases in between is constant. In allowing that flow, even several times in your day or an hour, you will maximize your creativity and allow your life to manifest creative project after creative project. Excuse me. Should you so choose, you will feel great inner harmony, wellness, and connection. This oracle is also a reminder that this feminine wisdom is not widely accepted in Western culture yet. With a distorted view of what contributes productive behavior, the Lunar Queen is quite a radical. You will need to really believe in your own wisdom and give yourself great support and trust your own body wisdom as you learn to operate in this more intuitively flexible, responsive, feminine way. This oracle tells you that Lady Isis and the spiritual guidance that cares for you completely encourages you and supports you in being strong and giving yourself absolute permission to rest when needed, to honor your creative cycles for greatest productivity and quality. If you have been wanting to create something or feeling frustrated in your creative enterprises, the Lunar Queen Oracle also contains the message for you that something creative is within you and wanting to emerge. It is striking in your unconscious, and soon it will be reflected more clearly back to you, and you shall be able to act. But for now, have patience. There can be much inner work required before the relatively swift outer work of bringing the creative impulse into form even begins, such as the natural creative flow state at times. If you are already in the flow and want to know if this is the time to really let go and shine like the gorgeous full moon, the answer is yes. Trust and know that you are being guided by your own inner wisdom and support by she of the celestial crescent, the Lunar Queen Isis. Wow, I tell you what a powerful message that was just decoded within that. Some things that I really picked up on are really honoring that rest and allowing and giving yourself permission to rest in order to emerge that creative side of you. And also, when you are feeling like you're in the flow state, to not wait, but just to allow it to come from you naturally. I really, really enjoy this Isis Oracle deck. It always hits it dead on the nail. I feel like I would give you more elaboration, but truthfully, I feel like all of the proof is in the pudding. Please feel free to play, pause, rewind, and take what stuck out to you and re-listen to it and really meditate on the messages that Isis is giving us today throughout the message. So I really love this deck, not only because the imagery is really beautiful, but I love how they decode the messages, and on top of that, they also have these really dope meditations and rituals within the book. So if you feel whole and complete with the reading, feel free to go ahead and pause and move on with your day. But if you were still like, I want to stay for that meditation, I really want to stay for this transmission, please find a relaxing place where it is nice and quiet and you won't be disturbed, and we will go ahead and get into the meditation. Finding a resting, quiet, comfortable place where you will not be disturbed. Your eyes begin to soften as you take a deep inhale in. Open mouth exhale. 2 more rounds. See if you can close your eyes on this next exhale. Breathing in, exhaling it out. Begin to imagine that you can travel behind your eyes and find a vast, black, open, endless space there. Deeper and deeper you travel within, following the movement of the breath and going further within your own vast awareness, away from the everyday world. In the darkness of your own inner vastness, there's a soft light of a crescent moon. You sense the soft outline of its glow as it makes an arc-like movement, growing in size from a slight crescent moon towards fullness, and it's a softly glowing disk of the full moon in the sky. Feel the joyful light of the full moon. You notice the moon begins its next phase, decreasing slowly to a tiny slither in the sky once more, and then apparently disappearing altogether as a dark moon, not visible at all. Remembering your breath, filling up your belly, staying for your exhale. Then the process starts again. Begin to observe the process, feeling it, seeing it, sensing it, and affirming it within your own being. Feeling the joyful light of the full moon. Feel the peace that you sense within you as you realize the regularity of the moon phases. No force is required, they just happen. When you are ready, start to become aware of your forehead. Imagine that there is a crescent moon resting on your forehead just for a moment. And then simply begin to focus on your breath. Breathing in, breathing out. Deep inhale in, long exhale out, letting it go. Becoming aware of your body once more. Breathing in, breathing out. Only when you feel ready, open your eyes. I will also add a incarnation that if you would like to repeat, you are more than welcome to. But this is to support you when you need inner strength, to give yourself permission to rest, to replenish, to be patient, and to allow yourself to balance rest with activity and to find your inner flow. Taking a deep breath in, exhale. The lunar queen, Lady Isis, goddess of the night, help me now to follow the neutral light of the shining moon in all her flow. I release force and fear. Help me let go. Guided by the crescent moon, now I am open to receive great boon. One more time. The lunar queen, Lady Isis, goddess of the night, help me now to follow the neutral light of the shining moon in all her flow. I release force and fear. Help me let go. Guided by the crescent moon, now I am open to receive the great boon. Thank you for joining me today. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I hope this was helpful for you. Many blessings, much love. Hey guys, I had so much fun recording today's podcast episode and truly don't want the conversation to end. So if you haven't seen in the show notes, you can connect with me over on Instagram at Divine Beautiful Me or Uncharted Melanin, or you could also connect with me over at Fix Sis Yoga. I'd be so happy to answer any questions and just connect with you and get a chance to know what you're doing in your life and how you're showing up within your community. I'm looking forward to chatting with you guys tomorrow. Stay blessed.